everybody, and welcome to this Girls Under 18 National Cup Final. I'm Ken Gonzalez along with Justin Cisco for George Langevin Productions, and this match before our eyes featuring the SoCal Blues there in their very bright uniforms going up against the Eclipse, the Laguna Hills Soccer Club. And it is the Blues to get things started. Justin, this is a Girls Under 18 final. This is about as far as they can go.
This is it. This is the top of the mountain, Kagon, and we're going to have to sift our way through some more than 1 hour and a half hours of action to determine who is going to be the Girls Under 18 champion here in Lancaster, California.
45-minute halves. And we're just underway. We'll get you the rosters for each of these squads. And actually, we were in Lancaster, but this happens to be San Juan Capistrano. It's hard to tell.
It is. Flying around all these beautiful cities, I get caught up in the time zones.
You can always tell San Juan Capistrano with the archery in the back. I've always thought that was a little too dangerous to have soccer and archery going on at the same time at the same complex.
Is it though, Ken? Or do they actually take the losers over there and deal with them accordingly?
Well, at least the bullseyes or whatever you might, what are they?
Targets?
Targets are not actually facing the field.
Yeah, that would be bad. That would definitely change the game of soccer a little bit.
Especially here, at least in Southern California. Ball goes out over on the far sideline, and it is the Blues who will have to put the ball into play. Number 17 there, Janelle Ives. And she just keeps going. She's going to get herself a running start. They have to move some of these spectators. A little somersault throw in there, Justin.
Wow. Wow.
Janelle, like a gazelle.
Was unbelievable. That was like a circus has just come to town. I didn't even know you could do that.
I've seen it sporadically.
It's kind of like bend it like Beckham and
There's a shot going towards the net. That's going to be wide. Nice spectator out there. A lot of glare from the windshields there. So teams moving from left to right today might have a little difficulty.
Maybe they factored that one in before they chose which direction they'd be going to start this game off with. That's a tough task to deal with.
A lot of cars there, a lot of people involved in this championship match.
These are two of the most storied girls teams in this region, and they get to battle it out today.
The Blues take it over to their keeper. That's drilled upfield and across midfield. Keeper today, Jill Foss for the Blues, and for the Eclipse out of Laguna Hills, it's Corey Liu over on the right side. And looks like to start things off, it's the Blues wanting to play at an upbeat pace here, Justin. Want to push the ball up court, much like the Phoenix Suns of the National Basketball Association.
Yes, except they do play defense as well, which is definitely a part that lacks from the Phoenix Suns. But these Blues, they're an aggressive squad and not intimidated by the baby blue shorts of Laguna Hills. Kind of a North Carolina homage, wouldn't you say?
It does look like North Carolina there, perhaps.
A bit of an homage.
Michael Jordan, maybe. A lot of basketball analogies here today.
Well, actually, if we look at it from a girls' soccer perspective, that North Carolina Tar Heel team is a reoccurring national champion. They housed one Mia Hamm and Marion Jones.
Brushed up on your women's soccer there, Justin, I think, just for this match.
Now, I'm an avid fan, that of the WNBA as well. I enjoy to partake in these type of events. Just a lot of fundamentals that harken us back to a time when sports were a little more innocent, Ken.
Ball is out here on the near side, off the Eclipse, and the Blues will put the ball into play here on the near side. And what do you think, Justin? Should we get the rosters for these squads?
I think they've earned it. They're all the way here. Ken, let them know who's in the game.
Well, for the Blues, since they have the ball right now, Brittany Getz, number 1. As we said, Jill Foss is the keeper. Blake Zerboni, number 4. Number 6 is Katie Smokowski. Number 7, McCall Zerboni. Number 4 and 7, twins out here on this squad, and right there is McCall Zerboni, number 7, as the ball goes out on the far side.
Nothing like twins.
Number 9, Erin Hardy. Number 12 is Tiffany Vaught. Number 14, Christina Larson. Number 15, Janessa Courier. Number 17, Janelle Ives. Number 18 is Michelle Murphy. Number 20, Shira Gorin. Number 22, Kelsey Shaw. And number 25 is Andrea Acierno. And that is your girls under 18 roster for the SoCal Blues. Just underway here, about 6 minutes, about 4 minutes or so into this first half. No score. We've got about 41 minutes to play.
Got a while to go. A lot to go here. But I want to say this real quick is watching number 15 for Laguna Hills, Courtney Lewis, take off down the middle of the field. She's got some burners, Ken. You better watch out for her today. Of course, you're used to women running away from you, so.
But we'll see. Oh, a little bit of a trip up there, but nice recovery by number 17, Janelle Ives. Ives has been all over the field.
Yes, she has.
Today, literally, with that somersault toss in.
It was like the USA women's gymnastic team took over for a second.
Christina Larson, number 14, trying to maneuver her way around that defense, and she runs into some trouble over in that far corner. Keeps the ball into play somehow, and finally knocked out, and will belong to the Blues. And Larson will put the ball into play.
This Blues uniforms, they are loud and proud.
Really showing themselves off here on a nice sunny day.
Doesn't really matter what kind of day it is. They would be very visible.
These uniforms look very good under the lights or on a cloudy day.
On a cloudy day, it's unfortunate that we have sunshine here.
This is Southern California.
There's Courtney Lewis.
Courtney Lewis, number 15. She wants to move into the middle. I think she likes to work the middle of the field there.
Gives her the ability to go any direction and utilize the wheel.
Jenna Belcher sends the ball upfield. Just a little too much mustard on that pass. And number 5, Tessa Linala, just couldn't get there.
It's nice you look like you've been working on your pronunciations, Ken. That's always good to see when you put in the extra hours in the lab.
Keeper Jill Foss shows off a strong leg, and on the header it goes right to midfield. It's really just a game of going back and forth here so far. No one really gaining an advantage. At two squads are very quick.
Very fast, very fast. Both play somewhat of the same style, but defensively it's hard to crack the shell. Both teams recover very quickly and seem to move in a swarm-like pattern.
Ball towards midfield, and there she is again, number 17, Janelle Ives. Blues doing a good job of spreading the field, but the defense of this Eclipse team is up to the challenge. Nice little change of direction. Ives wants the ball. Now she's got it. Little left-footed touch pass, leading the ball to Katie Smakowski, number 6, but again, just a little bit too fast.
She rang the doorbell, Ken. Nobody was home. Ball will belong to Laguna. There's some nice vehicles out here today, Ken. I'm quite impressed.
A lot of vehicles. Goal kick goes well across midfield. On their heels, that SoCal Blues defense, as that ball bounces right to the keeper.
Corey Lou. That's a good name.
Actually, that's Jill Foss, keeper for the Blues. Just keeping you up to date here.
Thank you. I get turned around.
Ball across midfield. And again, number 15, we've got to watch Courtney Lewis. She does a good job getting around one player. Nearly overruns the ball, but recovers. Field, nice little touch pass. Both of these teams seem to enjoy that little pass.
They very smooth with the ball as teamwork is being executed here. Neither team.
Center pass. Number 14, Casey Moore. And that ball goes out over on the far side and will belong to the Blues.
Wouldn't you think that the Blues should have a blue uniform with highlights of neon green?
They do have the blue socks.
It's more of an accent, though.
Maybe it's blues as in jazz, New Orleans style, that sort of a thing.
Right.
But they're very effective.
They are very effective.
As the Blues, no matter what age group, usually seem to be in the championship games, whether it's girls under 12 or girls under 18.
Very true. They just they're a machine.
Solid program.
Florida State or a USC. Definitely not a University of Arizona. That's a Pac-10 school that really doesn't seem to be able to do much.
Although they do win the Pac-10 softball and actually the Softball World Series 9 times out of 10.
Very true. Very true. I didn't mean to discourage that. I hear they have quite a water polo team, too.
Here come the Blues. As soon as the Blues try to make their move on offense, the Eclipse seem to get back. There's a shot. It's going to be wide of the net. Not sure they wanted that shot, but I think it was just a warning shot across the bow, if you will, there, Justin. I think that they just felt that they needed to get something.
Well, I saw
off.
Zerboni sisters concocting a plan over there towards midfield. They did a little switcheroo. Nobody knew who was who, and Blake Zerboni almost got a goal on that one.
Line drive goal kick there.
Watch out.
Across midfield. That ball rolled in the hands of Foss. Jill picks it up.
And the women and children off of that kick. That thing was humming.
Coming across number 4. There's Blake Zerboni. Oh, a little collision here just below midfield.
Now, have you ever ridden a...
McCall Zerboni. No, I have not. I'm a big fan of the machine, though.
My uncle actually was a Zamboni driver for the LA Kings.
Really?
No, not really, but I thought it would be an interesting story if he had that.
We'll get you the rosters for this Eclipse squad. We're not going to leave them high and dry here. Just the action has been so fast, we didn't want to miss any of it. And as they move into the field again, they're doing a good job of spreading the field right up the middle to Foss. And that'll give us a nice job here, a nice opportunity to get you the rosters. Of course, Corey Liu, the keeper. Michelle Enyart, number 3. Number 4 is Christina Trenton. Number 5, Tessa Lanala. Number 6, Kathleen Rodriguez. Number 7 is Miranda Montejo. Number 9, haven't called her name yet, Kiki Bazio. Number 12, Jill Gilbo. Number 13, Katie Smith. Number 14 is Casey Moore. Number 15, Courtney Lewis. Number 17, Amy Rodriguez. Number 18, Megan Jorger. Number 19, Jenna Belcher. And number 0, Kat Burson. Head coach is Abner Rogers.
Abner Rogers. Good to meet you.
Zerboni, Blake Zerboni sends the ball upfield, but a lot of those powder blue shorts there in the way.
Powder blue definitely became the kind of trendy color of choice over the years.
It has?
I'm a big fan. North Carolina did wonders for baby blue.
You've got a lot of those powder blue shirts. There's a shot high into the air. Oh, just over the top bar. And that's about as close as we've come to a score here today.
I really banged off the back of that expedition. Let's hope everything's okay there. What's the deal on something like that? You have to fit the bill if you break a window, or
I think it's buyer beware, or you buy a ticket to one of these matches, and pretty much it's all on you.
Good point. That's the way it should be.
Nice header again. Number 6, Katie Smokowski now getting in on the action. Ball comes into play and rolls over to the corner. Hopefully our camera operator's not too afraid of zooming in a little bit too fast there and get some of the action downfield.
It's kind of a scary thing, though. You feel like you are going to fall over sometimes if you zoom too fast, so I can understand his hesitation.
He's doing a good job. I think maybe he's afraid of the glare off those windshields, which is a problem, as you can see right there. It looks like having a epiphany or something with a lot of bright lights.
Yes, it is.
Not sure what that word really means. I just thought I'd throw it in there.
An epiphany?
Yeah, not sure if it even goes with what I was trying to say, but sounded good.
Right, I didn't want to make fun of you, but
since I brought it up.
It's an interesting choice to go with.
Tiffany Vaught, number 12 for the Blues, and Aaron Hardy, so we must have some substitutions there when we weren't looking.
Tell you what, a lot of things slide past me, Ken. I'm not going to lie to you.
Very fast game. We've played about 13 minutes here this first half, so about 32 minutes to go here in regulation for the first half.
There's some very athletic girls out here today. They definitely know how to play soccer technically, but as well as they can make things happen kind of on the fly.
Saying they're a little reckless, maybe?
No, improvisational, because when you have the ability athletically to do these kind of things, you don't always have to stay in the box.
One thing about doing these games is, on a personal level, I feel that you and I don't really get the FaceTime on camera that we really need.
Well, I've been told I have a face for radio, and I'm okay with that, kid.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
You know, some of these people watching may wonder, you know, put a face with a voice type of a thing. I guess you don't see it that way. The Eclipse and the Blues. No score. This could be a 1-0 game when it's all said and done.
It's good use of the word nil.
Pretty much the only sport you use that word in, maybe. Maybe
Exactly.
cricket.
Exactly. Maybe cricket. Just like professional football, you pretty much only use the word ensuing. The ensuing kickoff.
Pretty much.
How many times would you use ensuing?
Yeah. I guess in the business world you wouldn't say, you know, the ensuing meeting or
Exactly.
something like that. Really.
The ensuing lunch break.
Might be interesting, though, to start throwing that word around.
I think it needs to be done.
Bring it alive.
Exactly.
And we'll probably have some substitutions going on behind us. And just will not be allowed to see who's coming in and out of this game. Cameraman just enthralled there on the...
That was a 3-point takedown right there. Absolutely.
There you go. You haven't thrown that word out today.
Absolutely. That was a devastating forearm shiver at midfield.
Hopefully she's all right.
Let's hope her dentist is out here. She may have lost a couple teeth, a couple chiclets on that one, man. That was brutal. Brutal.
A little bit of high kick there, but no one around. Now coming through for the Eclipse. And we did get the Eclipse roster, didn't we? So long ago, I forgot.
It did happen. It did happen, and there was actually a full Eclipse since then.
Eclipse. When you think of Eclipse, you think they should maybe be wearing black trunks, or, you know, just thinking about a solar eclipse, maybe some
I would actually think
hot orange and black.
I picture black, a black half of a black uniform that begins to fade into white a little bit, so it looks like it's kind of crossing over the moon.
Yeah.
But I'm just a little confused overall.
A shot towards the net, the header, high into the air, and just bounces over that top bar. The Eclipse want a corner kick, but the referee is not going to allow that.
Yamahama. That
Wow.
was close.
I kind of like the uniform choice there of Jill Foss. It is very distinct from the rest of her squad.
Absolutely. She's a fashion
I like it.
connoisseur.
Kind of the FedEx look.
She
Actually.
delivers.
She does deliver. I say that in the nicest way, the FedEx look.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
No. I mean, it's very obviously it works, because that's the first thing that came to mind when I saw those colors. So
Correct.
FedEx, much like Coca-Cola, they do not really need to advertise. Pretty
At this
much.
point, they are the only game in town.
Well, don't tell that to UPS, but
UPS, come on.
they're brown.
I think we know why.
Yeah, they should upgrade their color scheme. A little drab.
Throw in some highlights. Throw in some
Color.
oranges and reds.
I think the so-called blues, wouldn't you like to see UPS trucks painted that way? You'd know them coming, that's for sure.
You would. I might get distracted.
Airplanes, you know, UPS planes, that bright.
I think it would be distracting. There would actually be
Really?
accidents going on because of this. Yeah.
People would just be stopping on the freeway and getting out of their cars and looking. Much like Independence Day.
People would just be lined up at the street staring at the plane. It's neon. Head for the hills.
With blue wheels, maybe. Might work, you know.
These SoCal Blues, they should look to incorporate.
They should. They should
We gotta keep it.
be selling this color scheme. They'd be traveling all over the world playing soccer with the money they could raise. Oh, a trip up, and we've got to get a whistle here, and I think we do. Uh-oh, we might have a yellow card. If a referee runs over, she's getting into that yellow card stance.
There is the stance. There's a...
Was that? Did you see that? Yeah, but I don't think it's going to happen.
No, she's a very technical judge.
She ran over there quite quickly. Not quite sure she needed to do that, but
She definitely sprinted, and she had almost the slight lunge that comes when right before distributing the yellow card. She had implemented that stance.
kind of a prance, if you will.
Yeah, there's definitely prancing going on.
I definitely thought the yellow card was coming out, but we were wrong.
Here comes Courtney Lewis.
Lewis breaks away. Oh, great play by Foss. Leaves the net open. That shot is going to find the back of the net just inside.
And what did I
The Eclipse. I believe that was number 7 for Laguna Hills, Miranda Montejo. She got the rebound.
Well, KG, what set that up was Courtney Lewis's breakaway speed. She split those two defenders like a car going through a bridge. And she headed right at the goalie. Goalie made a great play to come out of the box, banged it off her shin. And there was Miss Miranda Montejo to clean up the dirty work.
Jill, push on!
So that is the job of Lewis, just like a Steve Nash or any of the point guards that have played for the University of Arizona over the years.
And Mike Bibby
Simple,
would also be.
simple!
Stoudemire.
Jason Terry. They've had some good ones.
PG.
Yes.
Definitely a dirty program.
They graduate their players at Arizona, unlike Cincinnati.
Tutors, if you will.
Nice silver ball. Collision. Now we're here on the near side getting some close-ups. Eye in the sky. I think this is our blimp shot. MetLife blimp up above.
It is definitely the Langevin blimp.
I thought number 3 was out. No, okay. A little bit of discombobulation there as to where we were on the field. Hard to get the angles down.
Perched above on this ladder of ladders.
Andrea Asierno, number 25 for the Blues, trying to gain a foothold there and grab the ball as close or as quickly as she could.
It's a bit choppy right now. The rhythm hasn't really settled in, although maybe that's the way Laguna Hills wants it, because they appear to be a team that likes to play in spurts once they can make a big play happen rather than just kind of wear their opponent down.
Well, they have the 1-0 lead right now, and they do have an opportunity to try some things. That shot is going to be wide. You saw that coming. Nearly nailed the peanut gallery there in the back.
That'll teach you to sleep around a soccer field.
Foss. I like whoever came up with the idea of putting some extra balls behind the net. Really speeds things up. I'm not sure if this is a...
I'm assuming it was a rather lazy person.
Well, that or somebody who lost a game because they ran out of time because they were chasing the balls and thought this was ridiculous.
I don't think so, Ken.
No.
Nah.
Would that be, I mean, is that kind of the same thing as like maybe an outfielder carrying an extra ball in his back pocket and, you know, maybe just kind of using that one instead of chasing the other one down?
Here's the thing, and this is nothing against goalies whatsoever, and goalies at this level are excellent. But if you're playing a recreational soccer game with your friends, who exactly are you going to stick in the net? The guy or girl who's not exactly getting up and down the field too well. Ball goes past the net, they don't want to go chase it.
You know, that is very a keen observation, and also a very misuse of, well, skill or talent. Because you see that. I agree with what you're saying there. You put kind of, but if you also look in baseball, they always put the least skilled player in the catcher position.
Not least skilled, because those are positions that require a lot of skill.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about cardiovascular endurance. That's the person that is probably going to stay in the goalie box in a recreational game between friends.
But that's not necessarily the way it should be.
No, but that's life, Ken. Doesn't always work out the way you want.
Shira Gorin, number 20, moving into the middle of the field. Well, you come also from the same school of thought that, you know, baseball players and pitchers aren't the most athletic of individuals, when couldn't be further from the truth.
Never said that. And another takedown. That's going to get whistled.
Yellow card coming out, or no? I'd like to see a yellow card. Just because we haven't seen one.
We've gotten off track here, Ken. We need to get back into this game. back and forth they go, bumping, grinding.
Would you like to take over the play-by-play duties? I
You are
suppose?
the man, Kagon.
We're going to have a free kick
Now you gotta win
coming from the
this.
far side.
We have tendencies to go on those tangents.
I thought we were doing well incorporating these into the game. We're talking about goalkeeping and the ball behind the net, and
Absolutely.
I think we were just right on. The shot right in front of the net, and it's going to be cleared away. Blues really, I'm going to say they blew an opportunity there, but they didn't quite make the most of something they could have. Takeaway number 12, Tiffany Vaught. And that ball's going to go out here on the near side off the leg of number 9, Kiki Bazio, and there she is.
There it is. Finally got a Kiki Bazio sighting. SoCal Blues team's definitely been stymied since early going when they were.
Oh, that was a takedown right there. That was a forearm to the face, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
This young lady, Shira Gorin, she's up walking around, but she may not know what zip code she's in.
She really took a shot right there.
Below.
Was that just incidental contact, I suppose, or?
Incidental with bad intentions, my man.
Across the field. Is that one of these Zerboni girls? Yes, it is McCall Zerboni, number 7. Going up against 3 Eclipse players, and she comes out with the ball. Doesn't get too far, though.
Wow. That's a great name. McCalls or Boney.
Across midfield.
Keep going.
There's number 12, Jill Gilbo.
I'm not complaining about Justin Cisco, not a bad name, but it's no McCalls or Boney.
No.
They couldn't have given me something cool.
Well,
I blame my parents.
you should.
As I do.
Blues. Their Blues defense almost going back into a zone, I would say, and then you might know more about that than me, but it seems like it's paying off here for them.
It's definitely slowed this Laguna attack down, although Laguna is spending a lot of time on this end of the field. It starts to wear on you, I think, as a defense if you're chasing.
Amy Rodriguez, number 17, too many green jerseys around her, and the ball is taken away. Blues would like nothing more than to tie this game before halftime.
Definitely. You ever notice that when you're playing a sport and you get so tired on defense, but the second you get onto the offensive end, all of a sudden you have countless amounts of energy?
I played baseball, so we got to sit in the dugout every 5 or 10 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, okay. Well, didn't you play football, though?
Yes, I did.
Did you ever make an interception?
I did.
When you got that ball,
Stay high.
you're full of energy and life,
Yes.
and excitement, and adrenaline.
But I never really pushed it upfield too much. I was tackled.
It's
For the boys.
like a hobble.
Oh, cleared away for it in front of the net. Blues wanted a shot on goal, didn't get it. They had the numbers there in front, but so did the Eclipse on defense. Very, very cluttered area right there.
Nice job clearing that one out by Aaron Hardy.
Ball might have got a piece of one of the spectators who were very close to the sideline here. I'm surprised the line judge, side judge here has not cleared people back. But there was you saw the cars in the parking lot. There are a ton of people.
This is an awesome game, and look at Courtney.
Nice curvature there on that
I don't know
shot.
where she's going to be going to school, but somebody needs to sign her up. She is a ball player through and through. She has got great footwork. She's fast. She's got a big leg. And she's definitely just absolutely confident out here on the field. This is her canvas, and she is painting, Ken. She is painting.
I like that. Brings it out. She knows when to go in, when to bring it back out. Doesn't want to push the envelope here.
No, it's just some people you can just tell they feel very natural doing what they do. It's an extension of themselves. And C. Lou, well, she just seems like this one of those people.
Ball in the middle of the field. Number 20 for the Blues, that's Shira Gorin. She seems to be okay after taking that shot. It was like a heavyweight match.
It was like a WWE finale on SmackDown, which I used to watch in my early adolescence.
It's about 2-3 years ago, I guess.
That's funny. That's a funny guy.
Ball in the corner. And a kick comes up. Trying to clear it up towards midfield, but again, the Blues are there. And although they trail this game 1-0, you can't exactly say that the Eclipse are in full command of this game.
But they just seem to be a step quicker all day long. They're up and down this field, and they've controlled tempo, they've controlled area. It's been a full Eclipse out here thus far.
Very nice observation, much like Mr. Doug Collins of the NBA.
Well, I am the Doug Collins of female youth soccer, Ken. I win an award every year for my work, my diligence.
Doug Collins, just very stellar play-by-play man, color commentator.
Yeah, color. He's actually not one of my favorites, but what are you gonna do? It's not. He's very, very insightful. His voice is not good.
Ball across midfield, and the Blues now want to attack. I think the Blues need to go to a short passing game. Let's see how that works for them. The long passes, just as you say, they're about a step slower than Laguna Hills, so these long passes aren't really serving much purpose for them. They're allowing the Eclipse to get to the ball.
They started early in this game doing the short passes, just kind of working their way up the field methodically. Since that point, it's just long looping passes from end to end.
Sit in again, regroup.
Not much going
There's
on.
a shot towards the net. But see, there you go. You've got two Blues players along with about 5 defenders. Now the ball is cleared away from the Eclipse. Another shot towards the net, high into the air, and just a little bit too high.
So it's kind of a shot in the dark, though, Ken. I mean,
But I think those are the only shots the Blues are going to get on this current pace that they're playing.
most definite. I'd like to see him work something into the box, though, and really get one in.
Goal kick for the Eclipse.
Wow.
Not sure where that ball might have bounced off the head of a spectator. We've seen that recently, line drive into the forehead of some people watching a
Baseball.
Little League baseball game. Hopefully she recovered.
Yeah, that was traumatic. We had parents lined up about 7 to 8 feet away. And
A little too close.
Rifle went off his bat into the head of a spectator, maybe his mother. He found it quite amusing.
Ball right here at midfield. Oh, tripped up. That's number 17, Janelle Ives. And then to kind of kick a man when she's down, kind of coming right over her. And saw a little push to the back.
It was
there, wasn't it? That was a push.
extracurricular.
Yeah.
Recess was over, but some kids were still playing. That's fine.
Another insightful analogy.
I got a million of them, kid.
Another shot towards the net. Coming out. It's a keeper.
Ives.
She's unable to control the ball. Nice job there by number 25, Andrea Sierno, with her footwork. Keeping the ball right around and allowed her to make her turn and change directions.
We've seen a lot of different age groups, high schools, clubs play soccer. These are two of the more talented teams I think that we've seen in terms of completeness and depth. And I'm pretty impressed with the product that we've seen thus far.
And let's see the referee holding things up. I think we do have another substitution set coming out. Sierno as she streaks across the field, but
She was
only the good Lord above knows who's coming in for. We just can't see.
it's more fun.
There we go.
Lottery.
Yeah, cameramen, they're listening to us. Although now the men in the booth decided to put the scoreboard in there, and we just couldn't see the number as she streaked across, but we'll get it here in a second.
Eventually.
Warm day out here in Southern California.
Well, after we got through the monsoon-like conditions of January and February and into March, seems like things have really picked up.
Janelle Ives, number 17, trying to get her club on track here. Katie Smokowski, number 6.
Ives is definitely a leader of this Blues team, and hopefully, for their sake, she's also a game changer.
Blues get back on defense. The ball rolls out here on the near side, and it's going to be a tough one to sort out, and they are going to give it to the Blues. A lot of people lounging around the field here today.
So,
Feel like we're in Cabo or
Orange County.
one of these other places.
You ever watch the Lhsc, Ken?
No. We haven't.
Interesting show.
Yeah, your speed, your kind of thing.
I
can see
I
it.
enjoyed 90210 in its heyday.
But that really is not really near the concept of the 90210 is it? The
No,
OC.
it's very much so.
Is it?
Very much so. The love triangles, the addictions, the eating disorders. It's all there. It's all there. I tell you what.
It's a little too edgy for me. Just give me a good CSI episode and be all right.
CSI episode, some warm milk and a nap for you, Ken. A wild Thursday night.
Yes. CSI Las Vegas, none of the other nonsensical ones.
No.
And another somersault. So we got a couple of players here that love this. Ball right in front of the net. Defense for the Blues. Getting back. They stand tough. Are able to clear it away. They don't allow that shot to go any further. And now they'll move. I thought we were going to have a collision right there. And the ball will come out here. Looks like it was last touched by number 14, Casey Moore for the Eclipse.
I tell you what, that's a little personal game of can you top this? Front flips abound.
Action here right in the middle of the field. We're not really...
Montejo's looking...
Now here come the Eclipse from the far side. Taking an angle. Nice defensive play. Not sure who that was. And now back. One of the things that nobody ever mentions is, the referees really do a lot of running as well, and they never get the credit that they deserve in these matches.
Yeah, we're all really concerned about the referees. Again, good point. I'm just kidding. They do a great job. They really do. They have to be in decent shape to get up and down the field, although some choose to stay around midfield. And that's a shot on goal. Eaten up by Miss Foss.
Foss showing off the good leg. Just feel free to take over the play-by-play responsibilities at any time, Justin. It's appreciated.
Well, I'm just watching two great soccer players, Ives and Lewis, go at it, and that is a classic battle between two young ladies that are going places in the soccer world.
You're certain of this?
I'm pretty positive. They're smooth out there.
These are 18-year-old women, I should say, and they're not afraid to get physical out here today, as we've seen.
This is for all the marbles. This is it. This is win or go home, Ken, and I know that you are a little more lethargic and you like to lay down and die, but
not sure what that means, but
they have the heart of a tiger, not a kitten.
They're playing, that's for sure. Number 4, Christina Trenton.
I don't think you can shake Courtney Lewis. She's like a cold.
A cold. Ball right at midfield. Eclipse. After they scored that goal, things have come very difficult for the Eclipse. This Blues defense really buckled down.
Oh yeah, both teams have shown some serious defensive pressuring. A little drop off there. Interesting.
Oh, a little collision from behind. Referee right on top of it.
Tell you what.
I think the referee left her cards at home, quite frankly.
Maybe she ate them on the way here. Maybe she was hungry, Ken. You never know what can happen.
These Orange County officials.
We've heard things. And you see again, it is 1-0. Laguna Hills.
Laguna Hills, beautiful place to live.
We have to be coming pretty close to the end of this first half. What would you say we're in here, Ken?
Well, we're about the 37th minute of play, so we've got about 18 minutes to go here in this first half. So, I'm sorry, about 8 minutes to go here in this first half.
There you go.
18 would be stretching the reality of things.
Some fuzzy math you're doing over there.
Eclipse getting out and running. They haven't tired, have they? And it doesn't look like they've had all that many substitutions here in this first half.
We really don't know, Ken, do we?
No, we don't. Foss comes out, and she'll make another nice play. Foss very agile out there, too.
She's like the rock in a storm. I mean, everything's going on around her right now, but she just kind of coolly walks out there, grabs her packages, and goes on her way.
Well, you must assume that she's been playing this position for 8 years or so.
I would assume that. Most of these girls have probably been all playing.
Again, this could be her first year ever playing this position. It could be new to her for all we know.
Yeah, very well could. Okay.
And it's just...
But assuming things.
Yeah. She'll come out. I would doubt it, though. Seems... I mean, it'd be very impressive if this was her first year playing keeper.
Move by Lewis.
Was that a move or was it more of a reaction?
Well, either way, she got it done. She is fun to watch, I tell you.
Ball out here on the near side and put it into play. That's number 15. Miss Courtney Lewis.
The focal point of this Laguna attack. And I like what Laguna's doing. Just a lot of give and goes, keeping movement towards the middle of the field. And it's hard to defend that. They're spreading the Blues out and utilizing their team speed at this point.
The Blues, I think, will be... Well, I'm not going to say they'll be thankful to be down 1-0 at halftime, but the way the Eclipse pushes things here, it could have been 2 or maybe 3. And the free kick, the direct free kick, number 14, Casey Moore. She's going to go right at Foss. Nice deflection. Ball had a lot of spin on it.
And some stank. There was a lot of stank.
So the goal kick coming up. The wind is picked up here. You can see it on the uniforms of these teams. Should help them out. Give them a little breather.
A little blowing in the wind, much like Joan Bias.
Okay.
Do you know who that is, Ken?
Never heard of her.
Never
or
heard
him.
Of Bias. Apparently something slipped by you in your childhood.
And it's the Blues over it up towards midfield. Oh! Somebody got hurt there, potentially. Keep playing. Was that just a little slide tackle? Or?
Yeah, a little slip and slide.
Nice change of direction there. Eclipse, Lewis.
Amy Rodriguez has been pretty good with the footwork today. She has not missed a beat.
Ball is out here on the near side, and Lewis will put it into play. I'm very impressed with the spectator turnout here. Just can't get over that.
It is as good as it gets. So you dream of this as a player playing in the final at a packed house.
Kiki Bazio in the corner trying to make her way out.
Kiki's done some interesting footwork today. She's impressed me. And that's difficult to do.
Coming across. Lewis just all over the field.
She doesn't care if you're on her team, if you're not on her team. The ball is the only thing she's going after. If you get in the way, enter at your own risk.
Now the Eclipse want to spread things out. They know we're coming upon the end of the first half. They do have that 1-0 lead, and we haven't seen too much out of Corey Liu, the keeper for the Eclipse, in quite some time.
I think she actually might have gone home. I don't even know if she's in there, in the box anymore, Ken.
Well, if they're going to win this game, they're going to need her there.
Hey, can we get a search for Corey Liu? We need a Corey Liu search. Find out if she's still
collision there. Eclipse, and that ball was going to go to the Blues. Oh. Nearly took one into the forehead there.
I don't think anyone likes to get kicked in the forehead, get a ball to the forehead. There's nothing really good about getting hit in the forehead. You know what's the worst, though, is getting hit in the bridge of the nose. Even though it hurts, your eyes automatically water, so you look like you're crying, even though you're not crying. It's somewhat emasculating.
From the looks of things, you've been hit several times in the bridge of your nose.
Yes. Yes. Well, as an amateur boxer in the Junior Olympics, Ken, you will take a few shots in the nose.
Shot going towards the net. Nice little pass upfield. Number 3, Michelle Enyart, really wasn't in position to take that pass, but she tried to do with it what she could. Ball high in the air. If we move here to the near side, will it go out? It does. Number 6, Katie Smakowski. Puts it in.
Mikowski, what is that, Italian?
Smakowski.
Just kidding.
Cisco, is that an Italian name? Couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be ending in an I or something like that?
It's Filipino.
Philippine Italian?
No, it's Italian. Calabria region, Ken.
Chupacabra region? What was it?
Calabria?
Calabria.
Yeah.
Never heard of it. Ball across the field. Blues trying to set something up for a final shot on goal here. And that ball is going to find the back of the net. I don't know how it happened, Justin. Miraculously. Number 20 there for the Blues. Shira Gorin. Just really the recipient of a gift, I should say.
Merry Christmas, Shira. I hope you enjoy it.
Kind of just her leg was in the right place at the right time there.
I mean, that was like a slow motion goal. It was like, no.
Corey Liu just was not expecting that at all.
Corey Liu didn't even know there was still a soccer game going on. But, I mean, wow. That is a change of events. They didn't even really have anything going there.
And that's got to be disheartening for this Eclipse squad to hang on to this lead all half and then give one up like that with just a few minutes to go. In fact, we might be under a minute here in regulation.
That's like a stomach punch. I mean, it's just you don't see it coming. It's a big knockout blow in a fight. You're going along, you're cruising, and all of a sudden, one shot and everything completely changes.
Ball is out. Let's see. It will be a corner kick. And I believe this could be the first corner kick for the Eclipse today.
This is the first corner kick for the Eclipse, and
Kiki Bazio.
she's backing everyone off.
Kiki right in front of the net. Nice job.
Beautiful.
Cleared away by the Blues. And the ball bounces, bounces, bounces. And not sure what the whistle was there, but
Let's just assume it was something.
something happened.
Something happened, and it wasn't legal.
Maybe an offsides? No, I don't think you could have an offsides on a corner kick. Not exactly sure. That's the whistle, and that will be the end of a very exciting first half, Justin. We have a 1-1 tie. The Laguna Hills Soccer Club Eclipse and the SoCal Blues here in this Girls Under 18 championship game. Any final thoughts?
Just an amazing turn of events right before the half ended. One bad deflection, and we are all tied up.
And welcome back here for the start of this Girls Under 18 second half championship game. I'm Ken Gonzalez, along with
Justin Cisco. Thank you.
get a little confused with who I'm working with every day, and I'm glad you set me straight there.
I'm the best of the best, Ken.
Just last weekend, I was working with George Marble, a colleague of yours.
Yes, he's quite an individual. He's a character. He is a character.
Kind of got the Starsky and Hutch look.
A little bit, not the newer ones. George Marble is a good individual. He's a solid guy.
Works well with a pad of paper.
He's technical. He's old school, baby, and he writes it down. He reads it.
Remember, the teams have switched sides here in the second half, so the Eclipse now moving from left to right, and we'll see if that glare on the windshields maybe will be a deterrent or a detriment to their offensive scheme.
Well, it didn't prove to hurt the Blues as they wound up at the end of the first half in a 1-1 tie.
So my theory holds no water.
It holds a little water, like just kind of like the skimmed very end of the water. The backwash.
The backwash holds a little backwash. That's nice. Blues with the ball over on the far sideline, and but I tell you, after doing these games, you go into halftime. You know, both of these teams in huddles are getting yelled at by their coaches more than likely, and pumped up and dressed up and down and just about everything else. But you know, being with a major network such as this, Justin, we go in, we have a nice buffet spread at halftime, get to eat a little something, and you know.
Yes, the
catering
buffet laid out today was absolutely phenomenal.
A little salmon.
I actually had the sirloin.
Yeah.
Steak.
The dessert tray was just excellent.
The tiramisu was exceptional.
Kind of puts you a little sleepy here for the second half, so hopefully the action on the field will be enough to drive me home.
I think it will be. This game has been just wonderful. Wonderful. It's been a beautiful exhibition of soccer, Ken. I can't say enough. I'm almost getting teary-eyed about how enjoyable this has been.
Ball is out here on the near side. Lou, just a little bit.
That was a gust of wind, Ken.
Off target there. Number 12 putting that ball into play. That's Tiffany Vaught. Tiffany very active in that first half. Blues definitely clearing the ball away from the net. And maybe it's this left side of the field that just magnetizes everything. I mean, didn't seem to. First half, it was the Eclipse spending all the time down here, and now second half starts, and the Blues are spending a lot of time down
Maybe
here.
this is a sloped field. I know we saw that in Lancaster when we were doing the State Open Cup. They actually had a field that was slanted downhill, and it was very difficult for teams to try to go uphill. So, who knows?
Normally is. Nearly a handball there. Didn't happen.
I love handball. That was really good. Ooh, looks like we have an injury here.
We do. Blues player on the ground. Action still taking place. And now one of the Blues players smartly just knocks the ball out so that their teammate can recuperate there.
Regrouping. Are the Blues on D? So Laguna's just got to be a little bit confused because they played an excellent first half, only came away with one goal. They controlled tempo the entire time. They give up one kind of a ricochet shot, and it's as if that whole first half meant nothing, and they're right back to where they started, where they're in this
tied at one
territory, tied at one, and they don't really have much going on, and now it's Janelle Ives one-on-one, and this is a scary situation.
I wouldn't have known that was Janelle Ives unless I had seen the number, but you've got these faces and players pretty much nailed down here.
I'm a people person, Ken. That's what I do.
Left-footed kick, taken, though, by the Eclipse. And they try to clear it across midfield. They're unable to do so. Number 14, Christina Larson. Ball moves here to the near side. And not sure what was the intent there by McCall Zerboni, but
maybe they're just going to let Lou know that they're available this time. And Lou again going out of bounds with the
Just a little bit off target there. Ball coming off for much like a field goal kicker. Sometimes they push it to the wide right.
She's having a little bit of accuracy issues at this point.
But she's getting the ball far enough downfield or upfield that it's not really going to be much of a difference there.
True. But I think
Smakowski.
The flow of the game get picked up a little bit.
Think they've been slowed down, maybe pushing a half-court game?
Their team speed is not being utilized at the moment.
And that ball will belong to the Eclipse. Goal kick. It's always dangerous when 2 or 3 people go up for a header at the same time. You just kind of cringe a little bit.
Yeah, I know. That's why when I played soccer, I did wear a bike helmet. And people took issue with it occasionally, which is, understandable, I guess. But, it's eat or be eaten.
Probably the most ununderstandable or incomprehensible thing about that whole little story you just told. That ball is going to find the back of the net. The keeper came out, left it wide open, and the Eclipse just salivating there.
Hugs.
And they didn't want to let that one slip away. And just like that here, the Eclipse strike very quickly.
They can turn that quick. Hugs about.
Not sure where Foss was on that play. Did she come out and try to defend?
She came out a long ways. It was pretty much a breakaway. She's pretty much, I guess, felt the need to make the play early or it was going to be disastrous. So she took the chance, and a heady play by the Eclipse striker.
So the Eclipse with a 2-1 lead. And the Blues now find themselves in the same position they were in the first half. Zerboni. Ball moves here to the near side. Eclipse, they're not satisfied. I think they want to strike again. Number 13, Katie Smith was trying to head upfield, but she had to turn and go the other way as the defense for the Blues sent her packing back towards her net.
Well, you can't feel too comfortable with just a 1-goal lead. I mean, we saw what happened the end of the first half, how quick it can change. Just one off-center hit.
Blues with the ball. It's been a while since they had a decent shot on goal. They're looking for one now. Is that number 17, Lewis? Or that's Janelle Ives. That kick right in the hands of the keeper, Lou.
I was close to being headed in by, couldn't quite get a number on that, but it was definitely a Blues player wearing highlight yellow.
It's kind of a lime green. What color is that exactly?
I can't give it a name, I don't think. Neon
Yellow, green?
Neon lime.
The SoCal Blues, they do not have a boys club.
Maybe they should look into that. They put a good squad out there every year.
And I think the uniforms would actually go pretty swell looking.
Maybe you could reverse the colors for the guys.
Go with the blue with the lime piping.
Exactly.
I don't think there's a problem with these here.
No? You like it?
No, I kind of like it.
You'd wear that around the house?
Kind of reminiscent of the... Was it the Nigerian bobsledding team? The Winter Olympics a few years ago.
Wasn't that Jamaican?
Jamaican? Was it Jamaican? Yeah.
Cool Runnings.
John Candy.
Cool Runnings, yeah.
They had kind of those lime green uniforms, didn't they?
They did.
They pulled it off very well.
In their dead last bobsled run.
Well, they looked good doing it. Didn't say they won anything, but they did make it to the Olympics. Did they actually make it in real life, or was this just a movie?
No,
Am I talking about something?
They didn't realize. Now, how do you feel about the Winter Olympics? Personally, I'm not very thrilled about the Winter Olympics. I don't enjoy the Winter Olympics all that much.
Really?
I mean, yeah, that's great that somebody wants to strap themselves to a little wooden object with rails on it and catapult down an ice tunnel, but
Seems like it'd be kind of fun.
yeah, so you just tip over.
Ball is out on the far side. The Eclipse. Eclipse with some very cool looking uniforms. You know, you put one of those on, your body temperature probably drops 20 degrees.
Really?
I think so. Kind of like cool ice color, you know?
It's like when you...
One of those names they give to a deodorant or something, you know? Cool Arctic ice, Arctic splash, maybe? Yeah. Kind of like
just
that.
better when you use it.
I think so.
Wow, that was like she got jumped in the corner over there. So
Blues will come out with this one.
I was just really playing her behind off today.
She's all over the field.
She's tall. She's lanky.
Pillar of cardiovascular strength.
Exactly. She definitely gets all the food groups correctly. She balanced meals. Keeps herself hydrated, stretched.
Oh. We've had a lot of near collisions here, but I guess that's to be expected with two teams who play this fast.
We've had a lot of collisions.
Yet no cards.
I don't even... Maybe she doesn't have cards. Maybe this is a new alternative way of refereeing soccer.
Maybe she's just verbally abusive out there, and we just can't figure it out.
Maybe she's somebody's parent with just a red shirt on and walking around.
As a shot towards the net, it'll be wide. Lou watches out, and then she can just pick up the ball right behind the net.
There it is.
Very convenient.
I'm telling you, this trend started long ago.
Who's responsible for replacing the ball?
One of the little sisters or brothers.
Well, that's how it goes.
Or hobbits. I don't know.
Hobbits. We're in Lancaster.
They were. They live in the bushes.
I don't think they like the coastal environment of
No.
Capistrano.
It's too inviting for people. They like to be away from mankind. A place like
Thus,
Lancaster
Lancaster is just...
is a sieve.
Shot goes towards the net. Ball wide, so not a fan there of Lancaster. A little harsh. Apologies to all those who live in that area code.
I really enjoy Lancaster.
Charlie Brown's, hell of a place to eat.
I do enjoy Lancaster when I'm on the way out.
On the way out.
From my rear view mirror, Lancaster's a beautiful place.
A little warm there in the summertime.
It's like Hades.
Ball dead here. Will belong to the Eclipse.
Things can turn in a heartbeat. You never know. You're up 1 minute, you're down the next, you're tied.
Ball at midfield. Now it's Eclipse. And a little bit of a push from behind. Player goes down, and the ball belongs to the Blues. I like the way that happens. Your team goes down, and the other team gets the ball.
It's the old shove and go technique.
I think you were a fan of that when you played basketball.
Oh, yeah.
You were a dirty player, I'm sure. A little elbow to the back.
No, sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, if it called for it. There's this kid I played with, Alan Formoso. Every time he'd go to set a screen, he'd hit you in the stomach.
It's not legal, is it?
It's not legal unless you get caught, my man.
Did you ever get caught?
No.
You probably weren't too pleased with that.
Well, when you're playing just pickup games, it's not exactly fun either. I mean, what do? Do you call a foul? Do you not call a foul?
Ball comes here to the near side and out. Number 6, Smokowski just couldn't get there in time. And there's number 17, Janelle Ives.
She's vocal. She's trying to get her team motivated.
A little bit of a wrap-up here. Number 12 and number 6. 12 for Laguna Hills, Jill Gilbo.
Try to give her the old wrap and go.
Looked like a baseball game we saw yesterday with a little meeting at first base between the runner and the first baseman. They thought to give each other some hugs, and
they did. This young man Nathan, I wish everyone could get to meet this little kid.
Full of energy.
He's full of something
else.
Oh man, his mother should win some sort of award.
Ball in the middle of the field.
Stole the ball and stole the bat and wrestled with players and laid down in the middle of the field.
Had to be
presumed.
Dragged across the diamond by his coach.
Nice
ball in front. The Eclipse, can they make it happen? There's a shot towards the net. Nice diving stop by Jill Foss. Nice play.
That is the best executed soccer we have seen this entire tournament. 4 people touched the ball. 1 person got a good look, and Jill Foss.
That was textbook.
That was like an instructional video. I felt like I was watching Bend It Like Beckham.
Tom Amansky.
Surprised he doesn't do soccer.
He might, because he probably knows as much about soccer as he does about baseball.
You're not a big fan. I know that they did not let you into the Amansky camp, which is a sore subject for you.
Ball right at midfield. Janelle trying to make something happen for her squad. She knows they trail by 1, and it's a championship game. You don't want to just bide your time and wait for something to happen here. This is do or die.
Force the action.
They're fighting for their playoff lives right now. To grab a quote out of somebody else's book, but
exactly. This is more than a playoff live here. This is. Uh-oh.
We're going to have a shot on goal here from the near side. Right in front, Foss comes out. And actually, that was a touch pass, which actually would have been further out. They may have been able to connect there.
I thought she was just going to let one rip. I think that was Bosio. She had a nice... Bosio. Great angle on the goal there, but she chose to pass it up.
Like a point guard who had a wide open shot and decided to go for the assist instead.
You like the unselfishness, but sometimes you want players to be selfish.
There's Bosio stopping the ball there.
She dropped a nice pass, just a little too much in front of the net. Foss got there in time. She did pay the price, though. It looked like she took one in the forehead.
Foss. Yeah, somebody grazed her, I think, coming by on the shin.
Glancing blow.
Again, no card.
No.
I don't think that warranted a card, though.
No. Even if it did, it wasn't going to get carded.
Not in this game.
No.
Look at the crowd. They're 3 deep here. This is unbelievable.
This is like Manchester United versus FC Barcelona.
Manchester U under new ownership these days. Malcolm Glazer.
Yes.
Getting out the purse strings, and not sure why he's so unpopular over there, quite frankly, but
it is mayhem. Not going well for Malcolm. I don't know if you've ever seen Malcolm. He's an interesting.
Cierno, number 25, into the game for the Blues. She can put some body on people. Very physical.
Yes, she is.
Oh, takedown there. That was Kiki Bosio hitting the ground, and she paid for it.
Oh, I mean, that was...
She paid for trying to move in towards the net there.
It's like a pinball machine.
It was. She bounced off a couple of players.
I hope they gave her max points for that.
There's number 14, Christina Larson. Ball just shy of midfield there.
Did you ever see that movie, Pinball Wizard?
No.
I didn't either, but I heard it was horrible.
It's got a good musical score, though.
Yeah.
Hey,
ball over the far side. It's number 15, Janessa Courier, into the game.
Janessa definitely becoming a popular name nowadays. I've met a few Janessas lately.
Get it down.
There's Bosio. Moves right down the middle of the field. A little left-footed touch pass. A little bit too long again. Number 5 was streaking to the net, Tessa Lanala. But right there was Foss.
Get in there.
Foss has had a lot of work to do. She had to bring her lunch pail today because she has had to go to work. What do we have here?
Had a whistle, and the ball belongs to... should be the Blues.
That must have been an accidental whistle.
And Janessa Courier
Make sure you're organized.
with the free kick. Let's see if she decides to go right at the net or if she'll kick it out to the right here. Set something up. She's got a strong leg. Nice lofty kick. Header by the Eclipse, and they nearly score a goal for the Blues there, Justin.
And I almost passed out just now.
I saw that.
What's going on?
Very dangerous move.
Good Lord. Good Lord.
Your eyes lit up like a Christmas tree there.
You're trying to score on your own goalie.
Does that count? I think it does.
Oh, it counts, Ken.
Yeah.
It counts. There's no take.
Corner kick. Blues. Opportunity to tie this match. Defense for the Eclipse, so very tough, and they send it out. Blues controlling the ball as they move it into the middle of the field. Janessa.
I cannot believe that almost.
That was very close. The only thing that stopped it was that crossbar.
Getting nervous.
Ball across midfield.
The only thing that stopped it was that crossbar. It's interesting. What would happen if it wasn't a crossbar?
And that would have been 2 goals scored by the Blues. And not to take anything away from the first goal they scored, but 2 goals that would have made the Eclipse squad very angry, I'm sure.
To be effective, you do not have to be pretty, Ken.
Eclipse number 7, Miranda Montejo. Miranda with a goal. She had that goal in the first half.
She can score. She can score 2-1 second half. Blues had a close shot on goal, not on their own accord, but
They would have taken it, I'm sure.
I would have taken it.
There's a shot to the net again with the header. It's very dangerous over there. And Lou snares that one, tucks it away.
I'll tell you what, if somebody wants to hand me $20 for no reason, I'm going to take it. Simple as that.
Coming across, number 17, Amy Rodriguez. She runs into some trouble. Very physical here at midfield. She's able, though, to keep her wits about her, keep the ball.
It's like an American Gladiator competition, which I am so depressed that they took that off the air.
It's been a few years since that's been on the air.
There was Diamond and Ice.
Well done, Tessa.
Gladiators. The Joust was my favorite event.
That was a good. It's better than Fear Factor, I'll tell you that.
Fear Factor's garbage.
Well, they've canceled it, so we don't have to worry about it anymore.
That's true. I mean,
Garbage.
it just bothers me. I really like Joe. What's his name? The host of the show. But
Joe Rogan?
there you go.
Is that his name, Joe?
Yeah, I hope so.
Number 14, Casey Moore with the free kick, and she's going to go right at Foss.
Let's
It's
go
quite
some more.
obvious.
Oh yeah.
She sets it up,
yeah.
coming across. Oh, right there is Foss. So she had it right in her sights from the get-go.
She was like she was hunting a deer
Come on, second one.
who's drinking at the pond.
A deer drinking at the pond. It's dangerous for a deer. They can fall prey to any number of animals or hunters. Ball is rolling untouched over here to the near corner.
A deer's not really equipped for wildlife. Oh wow.
Cierno. Oh, that ball coming right by her face there.
Nice pancake by Tessa Lunala.
That was a takedown.
Take down and then she pinned her. And if you're gonna do that, you're gonna need to finish the play off.
We have a whistle by the official, a referee.
I think she just blows her whistle every once in a while just to let everybody know, hey,
She's still here.
I have a red shirt on. I've got shorts on.
Casey Moore, number 14, setting up the free kick.
She's kind of become their free kick specialist.
Blues. Andrea Cierno here on the near side. Nice job there, number 5. Tessa again.
She likes to play soccer. I think every team needs a few of those players, though, that just sacrifice the body a little bit. Make it harder for the other team to get into their rhythm. Do things that they like to do. Take them off the point of attacks that they like to get to.
Exactly. Were you a big fan of putting your body in harm's way there?
God, no. Ken.
Let somebody else do that.
Yeah. I like the glory, not the guts.
You're too pretty for that, I guess. Didn't want to ruin the face or the anything else you got there.
No, I used to be scrappy in my day.
Throw comes in. Blues. Cierno wants to go upfield. Not sure that was the best play.
It was a choice that was made on the fly, and the results may not have been what she was expecting. We have some substitutions coming in. Michelle Inyart and Kathleen Rodriguez are now going to take the field, show what they can do out here.
What are you calling?
24 minutes into the second half. 2-1 lead for the Eclipse. Got about 21 minutes to play.
If I'm the Eclipse at this point, I am trying to just keep it around the middle of the field or in my own end.
At this point, with still 20 minutes to go, are you just stopping the offense altogether? Is that a wise move?
I didn't say that, but I said I would concentrate on at least keeping the ball at midfield and into their own end, due to the fact that it's very hard to score from midfield. Nice push.
Nice footwork, I would say, there by the Eclipse.
This is a physical game. As one of the Blues players attempted to slide tackle a fan on her way to the sideline. I believe that.
Really? Kind of missed that. There's a shot deflected by Lou. She came out of nowhere on the left side of your screen there to deflect it. This game could have been tied easily.
We know how the SoCal Blues do it. They like to make it a little dramatic and come in late in the game.
Well, I'm sure that they would rather score sooner than later here today in the second half. The Blues with the corner. Here it comes again. Just a little too low, and it's cleared away by the Eclipse.
Where's the drama in scoring early?
I'm not sure these people are too concerned with drama at this point. I see her no little upfield pass.
I've seen more people fall down this.
Is that Ives? Oh. Coming across number 20. That's Gorin. Ball still bouncing. Nobody really taking control of the ball right here.
I mean, there are bodies all over the field.
They're just flailing. Janelle Ives changes directions. Now her pass. She was trying to find number 4, Blake Zerboni. And
says she found one, Courtney Lewis.
Ball rolls out, and a goal kick now for the Eclipse. Haven't seen one of those somersault throw-ins in a while.
I know, that's
Pretty exciting. I like it.
It's awesome.
Imagine if the NBA allowed you to do that.
That would be.
Wouldn't that be exciting?
Cartwheels inbound.
Exactly.
Back handsprings.
It might bring a whole new dimension to the game.
Let you come off a trampoline in the into the arena.
Kind of like basketball.
You know what game I really did enjoy, and I'm sorry to see that I think that the injuries were beginning to mount up, so they canceled it. But slam ball.
People getting hurt out there?
Did you ever see it by chance?
I think it's been on ESPN2 a few times.
It was on Fox Sports a lot, and Spike TV used to show it as well. Yeah.
So they got rid of it.
Well, trampolines on a basketball court. It was awesome to watch.
Well, actually, the whole court was a trampoline, wasn't it? Various. There's 4 like huge squares on each half of the court. I think that's.
Oh, we got a breakaway here.
Here come the Eclipse with too many Blues jerseys there, thwarting Amy Rodriguez, sending her packing. Cierno steps in front of Jill Gilboa.
But anyhow, I had seen one of the probably worst ACL injuries I've ever seen watching that show. It was pretty gnarly.
Now it's the Blues spreading the field.
Hey, Michelle, drop with me.
Zerboni, that's McCall. None of these teams really letting up. Fast-paced.
Playing hard and physical.
Oh, a takeaway there by the Blues. Can they do something here?
Cierno dropping it off. A little give and go, huh? That's up.
Lou is there to make the stop.
Corey Lou. She sat on that one. There was no chance I was going past her.
Number 9, there's Kiki Bazio. Try to make a nice save there.
Bazio. Kiki Bazio.
It's a good soccer name.
That's a great soccer name. If she doesn't go international with that, she is missing out on some marketability, I'll tell you that. It's just fun to say.
Ball belongs to the Eclipse here.
Kiki Bazio.
There she is. Moves into the middle of the field. Now she'll stop. Decides to go. Has to get around a couple of defenders. Now it's a foot race. A little slide. Takeaway by Janessa Courier.
Kiki Bazio.
Oh, going up. Now the ball moves over to the far sideline.
Way back, guys. Your way back.
Zerboni. Blues just can't get those shots on goal. Very tough by the Eclipse. Tough defense.
I have to tip my cap to them, which I'm doing right now. I'm tipping my cap. They have continued to play hard all game long, and not everything's worked out the way they probably have planned it, but the last thing you want to see in a championship game is the team get down on themselves and stop putting the pressure on and playing hard, and this is just the opposite. This Blues team is probably maybe trying a little too hard at this point. They really want it, and they're hoping they get one of those opportunities to score a game-tying goal.
Well, they're a storied franchise, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
They get into these championship games.
Great ownership.
Cyrano. Now the ball moves down to the far sideline. A little bit of a push out, box out. Not sure if that's what you call it, but ball rolls out. Last touch by the Blues, so it was effective.
Legal, effective, I don't know. But
was it legal? I don't know.
Effective. They got the job done. I thought that it was more of a game of little contact.
With soccer?
More of an incidental contact or legs kind of crossing up.
She was getting stiff armed there.
Yeah, it was a high pose down the sideline. Thought Ricky Williams was back in effect. Speaking of which, Ricky Williams is going to be coming to the NFL once again.
I'm sure we'll all be better people for it. Ball put into play, Eclipse. And now with we got about 14 minutes here in regulation, so the Blues really have to start considering their offense.
Kiki Bazio got taken down there. We'll see if Kiki Bazio is okay. It appears Kiki Bazio is okay.
Not Bazio, Kiki Bazio. Is that correct?
It is Kiki Bazio.
You like to say that first name there?
It's like an amusement park. It's fun.
So, we will have the direct free kick, number 14, Casey Moore. Defenders back.
Teammates color camo.
Here it comes. And it's going to be just wide. She tried to put a little curvature on that one, and it just went off the outside of her foot.
Went between the Sienna and the Prelude. Nicely done. Oh. Looked like there was a little hands.
Inadvertent, maybe. Referee decides to let it go.
That could be.
She swallowed the whistle there.
A while ago. I haven't heard Courtney Lewis's name.
No, she's been very sneaky.
I feel like she hasn't been on the field as much either. Maybe she something's not right physically with her, or she's just getting a breather, or her sub is doing some good work out there.
Might have an injury.
Keep going, keep going.
That ball rolled to Foss. Instead of picking it up, she just kicks it out. Eclipse. They'll bring it up across midfield. And let's see, a whistle. And it will belong to the Blues. Not sure what happened there.
I rarely understand anything, Ken. I'm just happy I'm here.
That's good.
Yeah. Like Hansel and Zoolander. I know you've never seen.
Never seen that movie. Never heard of it.
Zoolander?
No.
Stiller?
Never heard of him.
Well, I don't think that's.
The Blues here.
You live in a box.
Little touch pass again, but nobody out there in the corner. Now here's, I think that was Janelle Ives over there, number 17.
Look at Ives and Lewis, the two players on the field.
There's Lewis.
Just going at it.
Down the back.
So we'll have a corner kick for the Blues. Is that Ives taking the corner kick?
You know, I can't really tell from this distance, but it does not appear to be. Low corner kick. Going to be out on Laguna Hills. It would appear.
So another corner. Another opportunity.
That's a corner squared.
She'll set it down. That's Zerboni. McCall Zerboni, number 7. She'll take the left-footed corner. Here it comes, lofted nicely in front of the net. Still in front of the net on the ground, cleared away. A Cyrano shot is going to be just wide and hits the side of the net. Blues come away empty-handed there.
Oh, gosh. Just too many bodies in front of the net, Ken. That was picture perfect, though. We can kick a corner kick any better than that?
It was beautiful. And was going with the wind. She had everything to her advantage.
It was as if it was connected to the stork, and the stork just dropped it in front of the net.
Ball over to the far sideline. We've got about 10 minutes, maybe just under 10 minutes to go here in regulation. Streaking across, left-footed kick. That's just going to be wide. Ill-advised, I'd say.
Just a bit outside. See the nice tactical maneuvers here by this Laguna Hills team to meander up to the ball, roll it out there, plod along, talk to each other.
Now they're milking the clock is all they're doing right now.
Four corners, Bobby Knight style. Spread them out, make them work.
Number 9, Aaron Hardy. Ball is in play once again. In view, I should say. McCall Zerboni, she's going to be able to get rid of that ball before she was pounced on. And here on the near side, that's number 17, Amy Rodriguez. Amy's been very active here in the second half.
She has played a nice half of soccer or football to the rest of the world. And I'm glad to see the soccer starting to pick up in the States, especially for girls. It appears to be becoming a much more popular sport. We're seeing some of our best female athletes
Kiki Bazio with the header there.
take to this sport, and girls like Kiki Bazio, Janelle Ives.
Action right here in the middle of the field, and Eclipse not allowing the Blues to get in deep. That's about as close as they've been in the last few minutes after that corner kick, I would say. And that was number 17, Janelle Ives, trying to make something happen.
Yeah, Corey Lou came way out of the box. It's same problem that Jill Foss got involved with. Came out a little too far and left herself open. So we have some substitutions going on here. Very late stages of this ball game.
Getting some fresh legs in there. It's a header.
So important. These girls have been through a lot just to get to this point. It's gut check time.
Blues spreading the field. They're going with their long passes again. There's about 7 minutes to go here in regulation. They trail 2-1. And I'm Ken Gonzalez along with my trusted partner Justin Cisco. Is able to make it here for this match. Never misses a championship match. There's a shot towards the net. That ball's going to find the back of the net right in between Foss and that far post. And that could be the icing on the cake there for the Eclipse, Justin.
If you listen closely, you hear, yep, that's another nail in the coffin. Ken, it's over.
You think?
That's gonna do it. This
number 7, Miranda Montejo with her second goal of the game.
Slick pass too. I mean, that was dropped in there. Just unbelievable work. Laguna Hills team played an outstanding soccer match from start to finish. And I didn't mean to count out the Blues yet, but it's not looking good, Ken. And
about 6 minutes to go. They'll have to score twice just to get this game into overtime.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an honest guy, and I just...
On the ground, now it's wide, and that will be out. You don't want that. You need better shots than that, really.
You do. You do in a championship game. This is a talented team. You have a talented goalie. And as we've seen, Laguna has put two shots on goal that have just been executed so well.
Miranda Montejo's taking this game. She could be the MVP here. 2 goals, one in the first, one in the second.
She's definitely up for consideration.
And here on the near side,
the game
brought to you by George Landsman Productions.
Yes.
Just looking for that elusive sponsor for the player of the game.
It has eluded Mr. Langevin for quite some time.
Ball here on the near side. Zerboni. McCall figures out she can't move forward, passes it off to number 15, Janessa Courier.
Usually George would just take the player of the game out to lunch, but that stopped a couple years ago.
Ball here on the near side. Now right at midfield. Eclipse now just running the clock down. Ball will roll and roll. They're just interested in getting it well upfield.
Nothing else they need to do.
About 5 minutes to go.
Just have to remember it's not over till it's over. Gotta take it one play at a time.
Janelle Ives, number 17.
Trying to think if there's any other cliches I can come up with right now.
Really? Ball right in the hands of Lou. Corey Lou, the keeper for the Eclipse. Very well played game, though, between each of these teams.
Oh, yeah. The Blues just seemed a little out of sync today, and it's not like they played a bad game by any means. They kind of ran into a buzzsaw Laguna team that was firing on all cylinders, but in the same respect, it didn't appear that the Blues could really put it together today.
Shot goes towards the net. It hits the side and goes out.
I don't know if that was an off day for the Blues or if what Laguna was doing was...
Well, this is a championship game here. Girls under 18. You have to win a few ball games to get to this juncture. So you're looking at a couple of really good teams.
Oh, yeah. And SoCal Blues, they're definitely a talented bunch.
They definitely are. Maybe they've also missed some of their players like Erin Bay and Jessica Potter. Casey Dilbeck, all injured, unable to play here today for the Blues.
Yeah, that's tough. Short-handed like that to come into a championship game against a fully stocked opponent. They played their hearts out. Looks like they're going to come up just a bit short today.
Foss clears it away.
But hopefully they had a great experience here, and the girls have enjoyed playing with one another and the camaraderie that comes along with this.
We're at the 42-minute mark here in the second half, so we've played now 87 minutes of soccer. 2-1 lead for the Eclipse. A little bit of a grab and go there.
It's a patent Laguna move. It's been successful most of this game.
Ball will bounce into the hands of Lou.
See what Lulu's got here. She boots it out there.
And for the Blues, number 15, Janessa Courier.
These teams are both so well coached because it seems as if every player knows how to use their body, shield themselves off, their footwork's solid. That doesn't just come from playing pickup soccer in your backyard.
Ball here on the near side. Eclipse, they just want to run it out, play a little keep away here for the last few minutes. As they have that 3-1 lead, as you see.
Slide across. Miranda.
Action over on the far sideline. Nobody's left this match. A lot of spectators here on the sides. No archery going on in the background there. They've stopped. They wanted to come watch.
It starts up in about an hour.
Kind of mid-afternoon for archery.
So you never know where archery is going to be taking place.
If you go out and shoot archery, do you have to wear those stockings and leggings?
The leggings, no, I actually saw in San Diego recently. I was on a run, and I was near Balboa Park, and underneath the bridge, there were people doing archery.
They had leggings?
They had Levi's.
So they didn't look like Robin Hood and his gang.
A bunch of scallywags? No, they were... They looked like somewhat civilized and socialized people. They just happened to be firing bow and arrows at
targets. Not like an apple on somebody's head. They weren't doing that sort of a thing.
I don't know. I was kind of watching the intro show. I think there's a main attraction coming.
Blues with a shot towards the net. That ball is going to bounce just wide. Blues just not getting any breaks here today. They've had some good shots, but just a little bit off on their shots.
One deflection was pretty much their only break of the day. Everything else has seemed to have gone against them. And, of course, that does not produce victories when things like that happen.
Blues, though, fighting to the very end here. They haven't given up. The veteran squad definitely here.
You have to assume that a lot of these players may not be back. And this is a
takedown there. Do get a whistle by the referee late here. She finally
choreographed a little duck and cover.
It was pretty.
Back to my elementary school days.
Oh yeah, what happened there?
That was the move, the duck and cover.
In soccer?
No, just a recess.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Interesting.
And you do.
Free kick for the Eclipse. Everybody's tired here. You can tell the
I'm tired.
movements are just a little slow. Eclipse here on the near side. Blue still battling for control of the ball. They're going to get it back here.
Nice work by Kiki Bazia.
Just a few minutes to go. Or maybe under 2 minutes. Oh, little collision there. It's hard to tell. Unofficial, as our score, or as the our clock has now reached maximum time.
I would have to assume that this ref's not going to let him play it out too much longer and game well in hand.
And it does look like your 2005 National Cup champions here in Southern California are going to be the Laguna Hills Soccer Club Eclipse White. Long name for a squad there.
That it is. Can't quite fit on the page or the screen here. Anywhere you want it.
Jill Gilbo hitting the ground there, number 12. And you're going to need police, I think, to help with traffic control getting out of this arena.
It's going to be wild. It is going to be wild. Luckily, we will go back to the buffet and finish off where we started. I think they just rolled out some crab cakes.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
And who doesn't like crab cakes?
Ball here in the corner. Blues will have it. They've got a lot of room to cover here. And a couple of goals to score. Great effort, though.
And there it is.
And that's the final whistle. And there you go. It is the Eclipse over the Blues here. 2005 National Cup. Well-fought game, Justin. I think that Blues need to keep their heads up high.
Oh, the Blues played an exceptional game. They just didn't catch enough breaks and get enough opportunities, I think, with their players injured. They're fighting an uphill battle all day. Probably the best soccer game we've seen in a couple months. Talented girls, talented teams, well coached. It was a heck of a day, and we hope everyone had a good time.
I'm sure they did, as so did we, bringing this to the masses. And that'll do it for us here. The final score, 3-1, Eclipse over the Blues. I'm King Gonzalez, along with Justin Cisco, saying farewell to all of you. Hope you have a good day, and till we see you next time, be safe.
Two local teams. It depends on who's in it. They make a neutral field.
First of all, on behalf of Cal South, we want to, first of all, congratulate both Laguna Hills Eclipse and the SoCal Blues for getting to the girls' 18 championship game of National Cup. It's a tremendous accomplishment by both teams, so congratulations. And last but not least, if we do not want to be amiss, from the State Cup Committee, girls of Eclipse and the girls of Blues, we want to wish the mothers a very happy Mother's Day. Okay, Randy, Blues, great tournament, great run. I know it wasn't the outcome you wanted or you desired, but to be able to be sitting here as a finalist in a National Cup competition is a tremendous accomplishment. And I know that Randy's awfully proud of you, and everybody associated with the team is proud of you. So again, congratulations.
Congratulations. Good luck to you guys. You know, I guess the third one's a charm for against us. You know, being 2 national champions and coming to the third one. You guys. 8 years, and it's befitting that we end on our home field against our biggest rival. I want to thank you, the parents, and everything you guys have given to me as a coach for 8 years. It's been a great run, and you know what? I can't ask anything more of you guys as people and as players, and you're just a tremendous group. I love you guys to death. For, you know, 12 of you or 11 of you, I've coached since you were 13, 14 years old. And, you know, that says a lot. And there's 6 of you I've had the opportunity to be with since you were 10. And those are memories. You know, we started a long time ago when I was 24, 25 years old. And I was actually still skinny. And to be able to grow with you as a coach and see you guys grow up from little girls, as my little girl is here, and watch you grow into women is huge. And I'm so thankful that I was able to be a part of your life and for you guys to be a part of mine. First, Aaron Bay. Brittany Getz. Janelle Lives. Andrea Cerno. Katie Smokowski. Kelsey Shaw. Shelly Murphy. Shira. Jessica Potter. Jilly. And now to our originals, Casey Dilbeck. Christina Larson. Big J. Tiffany Bott. Blake Zerboni. Aaron Hardy. McCall Zerboni. Dan and Lhsc Dilbeck, thank you for doing a great job of being our manager for the last couple of years. You guys are the true meaning of the word team. You truly are. You've battled through personal adversities for so many years within your own personal lives, and to come here and do what we did this year was a tremendous job, and I'm very, very proud of you, and I know the Blues organization is very, very proud of you with Larry and Tab, okay? And thanks for everything.
Okay, on behalf of Cal South State Cup Committee, we want to present the trophy emblematic of the National Cup 2005 finalist in Girls U18 to the SoCal Blues. Ladies, I know it's been, for some of you, a 3-year wait, all right, from U15 in Baltimore to now. And I know that this gentleman and everybody associated with the team was going to get you prepared for Denver and then Orlando, all right? Because once you set the stage 3 years ago at U15, Cal South team has won this age group in nationals every year. So you have a lot on your shoulders right now. But I know that this group is more than capable of handling the situation and are looking forward to going to Denver and representing Cal South, as well as all the teams in your age group. All right. So again, congratulations. Abner?
It's always difficult when one team loses, but I want to reiterate what Randy said. You're a great team. You've been a great team since U10. I think one of the main reasons we're as good as we are is because we got to compete against you guys for so many years. And you're a great team in an awesome organization. So keep your heads up. You know, you guys are going to have great college careers. You'll look back and you'll have your successes later on. And today, it wasn't meant to be. You had a very, very tough bracket. Very tough bracket. To get through the bracket you got through was incredible. Today, you know, we got the grace. Soccer is such as who knows what's going to happen when you get there. Keep your heads up, you guys. Tad, Larry, great organization you put together for 15, 16 years, and great team. Congratulations. You guys, it's been a long battle for a long. As soon as we come back from high school, I felt you've been playing very well, very well. I know there's been a lot of pressure on you. from everybody to do well and win this tournament. You handled adversity very, very well. You know, it wasn't the best game we played today, but you got the job done. And I want to thank all the parents for all the support, all these players for all these years, getting them to practices and so forth, making this happen. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. I know I'm just going to forget that later on, so I wanted to get that off my shoulders. And I'd like to thank Neil Powell, who's in addition to our coaching staff, who's done an outstanding job with the club. We'll take the next step, as Gary said. Thanks for putting a little bit more pressure on us, Gary. But we'll take a break and do what we can to prepare and represent you guys as well as our state as best as we can, and hopefully come back with the regional championship. I'd like to pull you up one at a time. Miranda Monteo. Jill Gilbo. Tessa. Megan Jorgen. Courtney Lewis. Kiki. Michelle. She doesn't hate me. Christina. Corey Lou. Katie. Cap. Amy Rodriguez. Yeah. Casey Moore. Growing a lot since U10. Dana Belton. Andy. This one is for Brittany Klein, that's not here, so we'll make sure we give her this. And also Neil Powell. I'd like to thank, you know, it's so difficult, there's so much to do within a team setting, and it's one young lady that has kept this whole team intact, And all of us in the Eclipse organization must thank Leslie Moore for keeping everything going. Thanks to the Blues organization for hosting this thing up. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Good luck, you guys, in the future. And we hope to see you guys for the summer.
Ladies, we got couple more things to do, so just relax for a minute. I know everybody wants to get out of here and go home. Present Nike being the sponsor for the association. Game ball to Abner. I know he probably doesn't want to touch it, but.
I'll take it. I lost my ball at practice.
And on behalf of Cal South and the State Cup Committee, we want to present the trophy emblematic of the National Cup 2005 champions for girls U18 to the Laguna Hills Eclipse.
Casey, Courtney, you guys.
One. We're going to take 2 pictures at mine. 1, 2, 3.
Such forced smiles. These are forced.
One more.
Hey.
Smile.
We're
Yeah.
going to take 2.
Each other.
1,
Come on, smile pretty.
3.
Oh, you guys are so cool. You guys just stay smiling. Oh, we're still taking it? Yes, come on, Casey. Yes, Casey.
Gamer.
Stay down when you sleep, okay? Look at too much pain.